Hi, I'm Daphne Richards. Our question this week comes from Mary, who wants to know about watering shrubs and large rose bushes. Do you water them at the drip line, the same as is recommended for trees? Well, the answer is yes, Mary. Although shrubs and even smaller plants do not have the same root mass as larger trees, the roots still grow in a similar fashion, away from the trunk or main stem. The larger the plant, the further away from the trunk the feeding roots will be. These roots are newer and covered in root hairs, which are responsible for water and nutrient uptake by the plant. Older, often woody roots don't have any root hairs, and so they don't take up any water. With shrubs and smaller plants, the drip line won't be anywhere near as far away from the trunk as it is with a tree. So I generally water my shrubs all around the base and up to about half the height of the plant away. So if a shrub is 6 feet tall, watering out to at least 3 to 4 feet from the trunk would be sufficient. A slow, thorough soaking of the soil is much better than a quick burst of water. You're after deep moisture for the plant to encourage those roots to grow nice and deep so that it will have access to a larger soil profile. The deeper you go, the cooler the soil is and the more protective it is from the environment, so it holds on to the water longer. In the hottest part of the summer, if we're getting no rain, established shrubs may need water once a week, but usually not more than that, as long as you water properly. Our plant this week is white boneset, Ageratina havanensis, also known as fragrant mistflower, or its more exciting name, Havana snakeroot. A shrubby plant that may get up to 6 feet tall, boneset is covered in highly fragrant, fuzzy white blooms from fall through early winter. These flowers are a magnet for hummingbirds, butterflies, and other insects, since they're a rare source of late-season nectar and pollen. Boneset normally grows to about 2 feet tall and wide. It's native to rocky limestone areas where the soil holds very little water, so it prefers good drainage. But it also easily tolerates poorly drained soils as long as you don't overwater it. It will also tolerate shady areas, but will perform better in the full bright sun. Once blooming starts to slow down with the onset of winter, give boneset a good heavy shearing to encourage denser new growth in the spring, and then you'll have more profuse blooms next fall. If you don't shear the plant, blooming will be very sparse since boneset only produces flowers on new wood. This plant requires very little water once it's established, and it's a great addition to any Central Texas landscape. To do in your garden this week, it's time to start watching for cabbage loopers. Spray with BT as soon as you see those loopers, and you should be able to get them under control pretty quickly. There's also still time to plant cool season herbs such as catnip, chamomile, borage, fennel, dill, and winter savory. We'd love to hear from you, so please visit klru.org/ctg to send us your pictures or plants from your garden.